Oh, that's good. I can't hear Macho. Great
Yeah,
start.
now.
Hey!
And we're live instantly. We're
I'm gonna make sure
instantly
my
live.
mic is on.
Yeah, you can just have a quick listen to the stream. Hello and welcome to the F3 stream, which is delayed by, well, 5 minutes, but I mean, we're good. We're good. If you press spectate, if you can join the lobby, we're gonna be going and racing.
Triangle to spectate. There we go.
Let's have a good one. Obviously,
Yes,
good evening, JB. JB, always one of the first guys to be in this chat. But yeah, Oliver, man, you're in the commentary box with me today. Normally, obviously, you're driving, but yeah, I don't know what the reason is that you're not today. But
It is a long story, but it's nice to actually be in the commentary box and actually get used to this feeling. I know I was supposed to be in commentary box ages ago with F2, but if people do not know who I am, it is FRL Oliver, but if it makes it easier, Oliver for short. Hello guys, welcome to Singapore. Hopefully it actually does come out a great, interesting race.
yeah, definitely it will be. It's obviously a street circuit, and like we saw yesterday in real life F1, it's just chaos. Always those street circuits, man. Like, I think we're definitely gonna get like 5 safety cars.
Oh,
And
definitely.
with this F3 grid, you know, obviously very well, but it's gonna be chaos. It's gonna be pure chaos.
With the driver's standards now, and definitely every driver's got to be aware of Singapore. Singapore is not an easy track. There is a loads of challenges in Singapore, what makes it a pretty nice, decent track. And if the driver can really get it well and also make the strategy work for him as well, because with the soft tyres, they definitely won't last long. And with Singapore being a really nice hot track, and even when the real F1 drivers, they also automatically have to wear like a cooling suit to keep themselves cool. So let alone the tyres are going around on the track, they're going to be burning up. We could probably see ourselves having an interesting one stop if some drivers want to go for the hard, or maybe some two stops.
We are gonna see. Obviously, I haven't done any practice. Probably you didn't practice either.
I did, unfortunately, did do some practice, and Singapore is a bit rough on the curbs, as one of the McLeods are going out. I think that might be Charlie.
It's always the first. Charlie's always the first man, but today he got beaten by Biolo. Biolo is the first man out on track. He's on the soft tire. Charlie's on the medium tire. He's just gonna get a bank lap in or see if his setup is on and everything, you know. But
Yeah, with the setup, so it is very interesting, as Charlie is running a German helmet still tribling the famous man who has unfortunately left FRL, T-Hawk. But it's nice to see that people are still wearing his nationality flag. As, like you said, yeah, with the setup, it's going to be interesting. Some people are like less the wing and trying to go for a 9-8. Some of them have gone more safe and gone for 11-11 to get more better out of the corners. But hopefully, we can see some interesting flying laps. I'm probably going to have to guess, maybe someone might get a 135, but I think for a banker starter lap, 136.
yeah, I have no clue what the pace around here is because, like I said, I haven't done any lap in this whole week. But yeah, we're gonna see. Obviously, Charlie now on his out up on the medium tires. If there's like anything wrong with my headset or something, you just have to say it because I know for sure sometimes it's gonna have a glitch or something. Like it's almost if I'm like underwater. But if that's happening, just say it to me.
That is fine.
I'll fix
Hopefully my mic don't play up either. Because it has its moment where it wants to randomly talk transformer. But let's pass talking about the mics as we see Charlie go for a banker as someone spun in sector 2. Charlie's now going to push, going all the way down to turn 1, where you want to try and break at the 50 metre, getting it perfectly at turn 1, turn 2 and turn 3. 2 left and 1 right. Now going all the way to turn 4, where you really want to get the car nice and wide to get it nice and swooping in. Not too bad for Charlie. Hitting the DRS down. Going all the way down, I think this don't count as a corner. I think it's up to turn 5 as Rackler has a retirement, hitting the 50 metre forward, trying to cut the corner and get a good exit. Not too bad. Now coming into turn 7, trying to get it nice and wide at the 50 board into turn 8. Don't kiss the barrier too much. If you hit it, you are definitely going to be out, as you saw in Max Verstappen in Saudi Arabia. Now cutting the corner into, I think, 11. That almost was the track ascent and touching the wall, what you don't want to do. Round the hairpin now. At the second DRS zone. And heading, the second DRS zone, and trying to get to turn 16. Try not track extend wide on that line. If you do, you can really lose time on that. Turns 18, 19, coming to the best section now, where this grandstand always see the cars going into the tunnel, out of the exit of the tunnel. Try not to get too close to those walls. On the final couple of corners, and the best final bit is where you're trying to keep it really nice, where you go 5th and trying to keep it flat, but with the mediums not going to do well. But for a banker,
wow.
136 for Charlie, 136.2 on the mediums. That is a very interesting for my teammate. Not too bad, Charlie. Well done. Sergio Mano.
I was on board with like a millisecond with JB, and I saw him crash into the wall. But yeah, like I said, I obviously don't know any times, but that was just a very, very clean lap. Like, wow, for a banker lap, that is.
For a banker lap as well. Sadio Mano, Bullo, this is Luke, Jacko, all on the soft tyres. Like, the soft tyres are not even going to have it. And Bullo almost just went wide at turn 5.
Yeah, what a lap, man. It just saw perfectly on the limits everywhere as well, because, like, being on board with him there, it was just insane.
What a bad lap. What am I on about? What a great lap from Charlie. Hopefully, he can try and keep the car really well. Who knows? He might go quicker on the softs, but that depends, because I do feel like when you're on the soft halfway through, the soft just slowly give up as Burlow just kind of cut the track there.
Stevie Football now comes across the line. Is he going to beat Charlie? No, he isn't. So, yeah, that was just a very, very good lap from Charlie there, man. What an insane lap on the medium tires. No one has yet beat him.
Matey Boy.
Softs. Matey Boy 2.5 seconds off. Next is the guy who is in your car. Oh no. No, it's not.
No, it's Charlie going into the lap. But speaking of the person who's nicked my car, Ivo is now on a fly lap. We'll see what he do. Because when he was in Sochi, in the Haas, he was pretty quick in Sochi. And it was hard for me to catch him. So I do know this guy does have some pace. And he definitely deserves a full-time seat. Definitely not just trying to say that because I'm jealous at the minute. But who knows? We're seeing him go around the final corners. We'll see what he can do in the final corner. He's just touched the wall there. Round the final corners. Crossed the line.
Ooh.
Whoa, not too bad. P5. Better results than what I could ever reach.
He did have some traffic though on his lap, and we see Alpha King get a 5 place grip penalty for colliding with Titus Luke, so very interesting to see.
Would that probably be in the pits? Because Titus Luke just went in the pits.
Yeah, he went into the pits as well, Alpha King, so that was definitely in the pit lane, but Cassidy now starting his lap on the medium tires as well, so let's see what he can do compared to Charlie. Or should we go to, what is it? Someone who's finishing their lap. I don't think we have anyone currently finishing their lap, so we're just going to stick on board here with Cassidy. Let's see if he is going to improve in the first sector. He doesn't get purple though, so don't know what the first. I don't know what the first time sector split was of Charlie, but he got a 26.2 Cassidy, so interesting to see what he's going to do in the middle sector. Obviously, Cassidy on the wheel.
Funny enough, Cassidy was actually quicker with Charlie setting a 126.6. I think Cassidy done a
Whoa.
126.6 dead on. As Cassidy now go round the hairpin as his next sector. Charlie's got a 136.9. Cassidy, however, what does he get? 137.5, so he's lost almost 5/10.
Whoa, that's a lot of damage, man, in only one sector. As we have,
And he drove over some wing damage. I think that was part of the Alpha.
yeah,
With
the
my voice
AlphaTauri.
crack.
The
Yeah, I
AlphaTauri was in the wall of Tom, I think.
I don't know, was that the AlphaTauri or the Alpine? As Cassidy going round the final corners, almost going wide there, just got it, P8. Not too bad for the Mercedes driver.
1.1 second off though, so that is, well, not ideal for the Mercedes driver. Obviously, he is planning to get a bit up, up a bit higher. But let's get on board with Arno here, because Arno, obviously, the man on form this this couple of weeks.
He has definitely woken up, Arno. I can't lie. He has definitely improved as a driver. Because out of nowhere, I know through the first season, he's had a rough season. But halfway through, I don't know what's got into him. It's like he's changed his driving style and it's always working for him. Not like thinking anything bad what will happen for his Aston Martin. Almost called it Alfa Romeo. Oh, crikey. But I think he's going to back off because he has cut the corner on some point. His track on the track said his track's extended somewhere, so he's now going to go for it. Let's take a board on Arnold and see if he can do it. He's taking a gamble because he's already on the soft and he's going to do another lap on the soft. They are going to lose by the heat as everyone's now coming out of turn one. What's not going to help? Ivo's going to be in the way. That's definitely not going to help him. Is he going to still push it? No, he's backed out. Almost having a Hamilton moment as a Red Bull got behind as well and smashed up. This is Luke.
This is Luke now in the wall, and we see a tire on the track there as well. So, well, that's a lot of chaos there happening in Sector 1, and it's only qualifying. So, yeah, we could see some really weird things occur in the race. But anyway, it's the Mercedes car of Michael Van now crossing the line. Let's see what he can do. He's going to go up to P8 on the soft tires though. So 7/10 behind Charlie, and Charlie is on the medium lap. Charlie is on a lap. I think he's 3.5 tenths up, and he doesn't invalidate. So that means he is definitely going to improve. And is he going to get into the 35s already? Let's see what he can do.
He is 3/10, almost going to hit 4/10. If he go round these corners now, he's going to
Oh!
do it. Oh, he's just cut it. Just cut the couple of corners, and he's done 5/10. That would have been
What a lap.
absolutely amazing track. Like an absolutely amazing lap from Charlie. But because he just cut the final two corners, what is hard? Because you really want to try and push that, like the final two corners to its absolute limit. But Charlie's he's just literally put his foot right near the fire and set his own foot on fire and just cost himself that most important lap. But 6 minutes on the clock, it'd probably be 7 or 8 minutes for the drivers because the game still has its issues.
As Alpha King goes up to P6 now. Sorry for interrupting you, but we have a lot of cars now coming across the line. We have Jacko in the wall. I don't know what he is doing.
Sorry to interrupt, but Michael Van Dongen, he has improved. He was P17, gone up to P14, not too bad for the, well, he is a Formula 1 F3 champion, ain't he?
Yeah, I think he is an F3 champion indeed, but he just can't find his form and pace this season. He's having a very hard time in F3. He is obviously with his teammate Rackler, who was already out, just a bit down in the standings as well with Haas and stuff, but he definitely will find his feet again and move up the order. But we have Ruben now.
I don't want to interrupt you, but I think this might be it for the drivers. It's raining.
I don't see any rain.
Drizzling. If you look on board of any drivers, there's slowly rain coming on.
I can't see rain, man. Oh yeah, now it is.
There was rain
occurring.
on the track for the drivers. Does that mean
So-
that's it for qualifying?
Does that mean it is for qualifying, as Essex improved to P2 with a very good lap, but still, Charlie, on the medium tire, mate, what? He's still in pole position.
He's still on pole position, and the most, almost heartbreaking bit, where you see Charlie on the mediums, 1:36.241. Edzak done a 1:36.258. So, he is really, really close, just taking pole. And because the rain's now coming into him, it's like the favourites just came into Charlie's hands.
As Bobo now is coming across the line, yeah, he's definitely down a lot, so yeah, I think it's not full intermediate conditions, but I don't think it's good to do any improvements anymore, as Ruben, though, is proving me wrong. He's 1/10 up in the middle sector split. Let's see what he can do in the last sector. Is he going to lose out a lot because of the rain? We are now going to see. And don't forget, the man on a mission this season, the man on a mission in the second half of the season, Arno, is down in P18. He didn't set a lap time.
Sadio Mano was on the left as well, respected him and given him a room and let him through.
So Arno now, let's see, he is gonna start his lap time. We're gonna have to stay on board here as Alpha King moves on the intermediate tires. So interesting to see. Let's see what he can do. Obviously, the championship challenger, one of the few here in F3, because we have a lot. But Atsek's now retired. I think he knows that's it for him in qualifying. Arno now, he needs to get a lap in. He needs to not get any invalidations.
He needs to get a lap. But does this also affect him? Because he's not done too bad. 26.8. So, yeah, he's 2/10 off Charlie. He is 2/10 off Charlie. Struggling to get the power down. Almost just lost the back end there. With the Ruben in the AlphaTauri moving out of the way, coming through turn 10 to 11 and 12. Trying not to cut the corner. He's almost lost it. What a nice save from the Aston Martin driver to the second DRS.
It still seems like a very acceptable lap though, but a 4.8 in the middle sector split is just not what you want to get. Obviously, I think he's 1.5 seconds down on Charlie currently.
It's just getting heavier on the track as well. You can see the rain now hitting the track. So
let's see what he can do.
Struggling.
I think he's going to get
struggling.
I think he's going to get around P15 here. Arno now in the last corners. He now is going to go into the last corner of the track, and he doesn't invalidate, so that's good for him. But then again, there's a big...
He lost it! Same with Prix on the card as well. That was a Haas and also
Jacko.
Alpine.
I was on board with that, and that was a spectacular crash. As Sadio Mano now crashed in
They're driving and finding it hard.
In the tunnel part of the track. Yeah, it's just too wet. It's
just
too
too
wet.
heavy. It's just too heavy for the drivers.
Yep.
So it's definitely it. Charlie, out of probably 3 minutes to go or 2 minutes to go in qualifying, as the standing goes in qualifying, is Charlie, Edzak, Football, Bullo, Ivo, I think that's how you say it, Alpha King, Sadio Mano, Jacko, Michael F1, and Sark in the top 10.
Scar, man.
Scar, not Sark.
That doesn't matter, but anyway, it's 1 minute 30 left here in Singapore qualifying. Charlie now retired, obviously, as well. It is just too wet, so this is going to be it for qualifying. No one is going to improve their lap time, so that's it. Charlie is on pole on the medium tires. That just shows how much pace he has this race, or how much pace he's probably going to have this race.
Just trying to really push that really too hard. He's just pushing too hard. I think every driver should just better off just retiring now, because the track has definitely changed. And this does make me wonder. If it's already raining in qualifying, do the drivers expect rain to be in the race?
You know what the weird thing is? why would you Charlie went on the medium tire? Well, I mean, maybe the drivers didn't know there was going to be rain in qualifying, but then again, he got a soft run less than everyone else, but then again, he still gets pole, so incredible job from him.
Yeah, because that's going to be also an interesting bit, because if it's not going to rain in Singapore in the race, or it could, we don't know. We don't even know. It's all what the driver can see on their little monitor and see what they will get in the race and qualifying as Michael Van Dongen just spins in the tunnel.
As we have Charlie in our chat saying it's supposed to be a dry race. We have Bobo here asking for a strategy. And I have no clue, Bobo. I can't really tell you because, no practice.
We just can't really think of any idea of a strategy. The thing is though, with who's only gone on two softs and who's gone on one? Because I'm pretty sure Charlie's the only driver that went on medium and soft, and he's still got two spare soft tyres. Well, I think the other drivers. Maybe Cassidy as well. Maybe Cassidy's got two spare. Maybe three spare soft tyres.
Cassidy has only set a medium level. Oh wait, did Charlie improve on his soft time? Because it shows to me he's on the soft tyre.
He did improve, but he just got invalidated in the last two corners.
Oh.
He cut the corners.
He's on the mediums.
He was on 5/10 up on his best time.
Paul in the chat saying he counted all his races and he says this is his 272nd race. That is just incredible. He is matching Lewis Hamilton's races, and that is just insane. The amount of experience this man brings with him is crazy. But then again, he's down in P13, so he'll have to do a very good job in the race. As we know
through the grids.
Exactly.
As you can see, it's Charlie, Edzak, Football, Bullo, Ivor, and Alpha King with a 5-second time penalty. What will drop into 11th? Sonny Amado, Jacko, Michael F1, Scar, Cassidy, Ruben, Ballboy, Tom. Who else?
Van Duncan did Luke, and then it were some drivers, but doesn't matter.
So Alpha King as well gets a 5-second penalty, all because of that This Is Luke incident in the pits.
Yeah, it's very interesting to see, and we're obviously gonna have a pretty long race because we all know Singapore is a very long track. It's a very hard track. It's a long race. It's a very, very, very tough race for the drivers. Obviously, they're gonna lose a lot of sweat. I think real life F1 drivers lose about 4.5 kilos of sweat in one race. Over the 1.5 hour time, so that's just insane, you know. You better just drive an F1 race than go to the gym every single day.
I hope they didn't hear that on the camera. I've just got some guy who's just now decided to just hop on a moped, and it's also dark outside, so I hope we're not going to see a moped randomly join into Singapore.
We're not I'm still in the loading screen. I don't know if this is good. Oh, yes, we are ready.
Luckily,
we are very looking very, very good. As now, let's see. As all the drivers are loading into the race. Actually, we're just gonna see a very good race. We haven't done any wait, how do you say it? Predictions for the qualifying. Sorry, I was just finding the word. I'm gonna get my prediction in for the race though, because I think this is gonna be a very crazy one. It's gonna be a very, very crazy one. Because looking at the grid, obviously we can't see it right now, but we're gonna see it in a few seconds time. I think it's gonna be the cool head who's gonna win this race. And I know for sure Bob by now he's watching. In his 272nd race, he's just gonna win the race. That's it. I'm putting all my money on Ballboy.
Well, I can't say that is not a wrong decision, because we all expect Ballboy to not really get another Grand Prix win, but with him racing in Netherlands, he managed to came back out of nowhere and win the Netherlands Grand Prix. So Ballboy can get another win. He has got the pace. He can do it. But my prediction will be, if I have to say a driver who probably get pole position, I weirdly feel like with Charlie's pace on the mediums already, and he's already undone just one lap on the mediums, so he can just go for a one stop. I feel like Charlie's going to get it. Jacko second, and weirdly Ballboy's going to get third. What will increase Alpine's championship points in the constructors?
Yeah, and they are fighting for the constructors as well against, I think it's Williams, and Williams obviously, they have the better papers for this race because it's Atsex in P2 and Biolo in P4, but we're gonna see. It's gonna be an interesting race. For me, I think, like I said, it's Ballboy in P1, Charlie in P2. He has incredible pace, so he'll have to get some big points here because he is dropping a bit in the championship list. But P3 is gonna be for, I don't know.
I do wonder, and I do hope, JB and Reckler do have a better drive. What happens in qualifying? How did JB spin out? Because I'm pretty sure Reckler just went too wide and just tapped barrier, but I don't know how JB spun it. And with him starting in the back as well, I think he's probably got a good advantage already, because once the drivers start crashing in front of him, he can easily do maneuvers around and not. Oh, as we see, this is Luke disqualified from the formation lap. That's not going to help him with the tyres, because is there like some weird glitch once you instantly get disqualified and they spawn you on the grid? It makes your tyres cold. So he's got, I don't know, we'll definitely have to wait, but I don't know, will those tyres start losing temperature while everyone else is warming up?
It's going to be a very interesting one though, because did this look with cold tires sitting there in P16? Maybe he's going to do a very Valtteri Bottas in turn 1, but yeah, a lot of drivers decided to start on the hard tires, as Charlie is already slotting into his grid position. It's going to be a good one, man.
It's just going to be an amazing race, and as we are in Singapore, I just feel like every driver is going to make sure those F1 engines are going to be screaming and doing a nice little song down the straight, as we have the 5 red lights coming up. 1 light, 2 light, 3, 4, 5. Lights out, and away we go. And it's Charlie and Edzak trying to fight up to P1. Edzak's up the inside. Charlie and Edzak make contact with Football trying to get behind. Round turn 2, Charlie's losing 2 positions. Edzak got away. Charlie's struggling, and everyone's now fighting at the back, trying to make some positions up there. Marco F1 and Cassidy trying to get into P8, and everyone's now trying to get to Sector 1. Interestingly, I think Edzak managed to do well.
Yeah, obviously Edzak's starting on the soft tire, so he'll have some better grip in the start of the race, but he's gonna lose out getting near the middle sector and obviously getting near the mid split of the race. TT Football now right on the tail of Charlie. Charlie is maybe dropping a bit in the starting phase of this race, but the medium tire, he's gonna have to get his head down. Oh, TT Football almost smashed into the back of him, but he is still on the tail of Edzak as well, though. So this could be, we could see.
Sarks had a little meh, as Sarks, I think he went a little bit too wide, as lost 3 positions, roughly 4, with Ballboy trying to get involved. Arnold trying to go around the outside. What a lovely move that was. That's a nice P11 for his little Aston Martin's little cake. Nice move.
Arnold already up to P11. I think he came from P16, so he's doing a solid job now, cutting through the field. Let's see what the other drivers are going to do. Obviously, we don't expect any moves here in Sector 3 because it's just a
Arnold started from P18 and he's made 7 positions in the first lap. 8th position as his teammate unfortunately got in the pits, where I think he made contact with Bullo. So the race pit stop prediction, as Scar has gone for a spin.
Oh.
He has gone for his daily spin, as Ball Boys say it. I have done it. I have said the word for his daily spinella.
Spinala.
Spinala.
Oh!
Oh, he's gone for another one. All right,
Yep.
Spinala. I'm so sorry, Scar. That is definitely scarred him for life with that one. Yikes.
And we're going to
we
see
continue now.
Tom now going out on the track. I know for myself, the pit exit is really tough here in Singapore. I spun last season, hitting the inside of the wall, outcoming of the pit lane, because it's such a narrow exit of the pit lane.
It's such a narrow track, yeah. And the thing is, I remember it was Nico Hulkenberg and Felipe Massa in 2015. The thing is with them, I think Massa was out of the pits and Hulkenberg was trying to go around the outside at turn 3. And this is where you could instantly tap someone, because the pit lane is so dangerous on the exit. It's just quite hard to make sure you've got enough room and also can see where the driver's going to come out. But hopefully we don't see any accident in the pit lane, and it does make a massive interesting on the pits, as Charlie 141.6 dead on. Not bad.
What?
Michael F1 has crashed. Where did he crash? In the
At
pits?
the, at the start of the straight, and it's a virtual safety car.
Virtual safety car.
JB.
Michael Van Dongen and JB, 5-second grid penalty for Michael Van Dongen for making a collision.
Michael F1. He crashed. This is his first DNF this season, and he obviously is second in the Drivers' Championship.
This is a
big name out now.
The thing is with Michael F1, you don't see him make any mistakes. Oh, there's the mic.
My mic?
Yeah, that just happens. As we were saying, we don't see Michael F1 as VSC has now gone away and everyone's gone. Yeah, it's a shame seeing Michael F1 gone, because you don't see the man make any mistake. He is basically a machine when he drives, and that is the first time seeing him getting caught out.
Cassidy, sorry, he made a big dive bomb on the inside of Jacko. He's now past Jacko and up to P6, but Piolo gets a drive-through. Piolo now, he is first in the championship. He is fighting Michael F1. He saw his championship rival crash in the wall, and he decided to make it fair and square and get a drive-through penalty. That's not very smart from him.
Ow, as I hit my wheel. Ow. And I'm going to say, I think this is quite surprising, because with Edzak and Bullo trying their best to make sure Williams do well in the constructors, and Bullo's already in the pits.
Yeah, he has to serve his drive-through.
Oh, this is going to cost him a lot, because it already takes near enough 23 seconds or 24 seconds just for the pit lane itself. So he's going to be coming out near enough 30 seconds. He's going to lose so much time.
Look at Charlie, look at Charlie. Charlie is the man on the mission here. He is definitely going to go for a move here on that sex. He now is going to be side by side.
He's going to try and make sure he didn't even have to squeeze him wide, but there we go. This is already lap 4. Like I said, the soft tyres are already going by the temperature at Singapore. This is going to give Charlie a big advantage already with the mediums. And I think Tom has just already set a fast lap as well on the medium. So I feel like the soft tyres are just not going to be working it. I feel like the medium is just going to be the best strategy at this point.
Yeah, it seems like how harder the tyres, how better the tyres, because Arno now up to P7. He's up 11 positions. That's Arno, who also gets a big slide over the bridge. Wow,
and
that
Arno
was
just gone up the inside. It looked like Arno tapped him on the back, but there's no damage in front of his front wing. That makes Arno go up to P6. He's done really well already. It's already been 4 laps. He's up near enough 12 positions. And the man is definitely a man on a mission.
Incredible
So,
job from Alpha King though that he kept the car off the wall there over the bridge. You know how narrow that is, and he kept it off
and
the wall.
his
Sadio Mano is.
teammate, Sadio Mano,
Oh, that's
is
a big
crashed
crash.
in the
Safety
tunnel.
car. Oh, that's a big crash. Yep,
And here's
that's
the
it.
first safety car we called. I don't even know how many safety cars you called. I think you said 4.
I said 5, but
You said 5.
but I know for sure we're gonna get 5 because this is already this. Well, it counts as the second one, but look at this. He literally blockades the whole bridge. The marshal's now got his car off the bridge, but it's a safety car, and I don't know if this is ideal for Charlie because the soft runners are gonna get pit.
No,
He obviously has to stay out.
Ivor's in the pits.
I mean, he
Yeah, he
doesn't
came
have
out
to
the
stay out,
pits.
but
He came out the pits on the hard tyres. So, does this make me wonder he's going to go for soft, hard, soft?
don't you think the hard tires are gonna get to the end? I don't know how the tire wear is on Singapore, but
They weirdly said on the strategy, it said 2 stops on medium soft soft or hard soft soft. But if they're going to try and do a 1 stop, I feel like for Charlie's example, he's started on the medium. So he could either do 2 ways, do a 2 stop, go medium soft soft, or try and just do a hard, go for a medium hard. What makes him do a 1 stop, what makes him lose another like near enough 25 or 24 seconds gap already in the pits. But with everyone else now making pit stops, drivers are making their different tyre strategy because of the safety car. We don't know how long this safety car is going to be out because of Sadio Mano's crash in the tunnel.
Look, Charlie is in. Charlie is in now. Is he gonna go to the mid or to the hearts?
Exact, and football is in as well.
So Arno
this will be interesting.
is gonna take the lead. Look at this. Where is he? Or is he too far back? Let's see what is gonna happen. Charlie now out again on track. He is on a hard tire, so well, this is ideal for everyone. But Arno is indeed gonna take the lead now of the race. So Charlie now behind a rival of him. S Ballboy now is gonna get up to P2 as well. Ruben now up to P3. So Charlie's gonna fall back behind a lot of hard runners, but then again, he still is in P4, and if he can make it to the end of the race with these tires, he's gonna be in prime position. As we cut up to the safety car now, obviously, look at this, man. It's an Aston Martin in the lead, and it's an Aston Martin as a safety car. Look at how a beautiful safety car that is.
Oh dear, my mic has decided to shut itself off.
Oh, well, it doesn't affect a lot because we were under safety car conditions, but what do I see here? What is this? Evo Ajax overtaking football?
That shouldn't be allowed.
Or did football let him through? I don't know what happened, but it's a weird one.
I didn't catch it either.
Anyway.
I was on Cassidy, but probably because Ajax dropping off a bit,
yeah.
The game's telling him speed up.
But look at this, Ajax is on mediums, and the rest of the guys are on the hards.
So they might be trying to think about a one-stop strategy. Arnold's in the lead as Ballboy. He's smelling for a podium, maybe the race win. He's not doing too bad in P2 on the hards. Probably going to copy Arnold's strategy, and this will give him some solid points. Definitely for the championship, because if this helps our Alpine in the championship, this hopefully should give him and Jacko a Constructors World Championship. What I do feel like Alpine definitely deserve after having a bit of a interesting season at the start, but coming through stronger halfway through.
I mean, obviously, the Williams team with that section, Biolo, deserve it as well, because Biolo is on a very good form, but he's down in P15 at the moment, but that section is still fighting here for the win, but he is in a big disadvantage. Look at this, he has 3 cars in between him and Charlie, and with the pace of Charlie, I don't see him get, like, near close to him.
Through, no.
If
He's going to struggle, and here's the worst bit, Ivor as well. He was funny enough in P8 he was funny enough in P4, and Football was in P3. They've managed to switch positions. So, if Ivor overtakes Edzak, could Ivor slow Edzak down, and then that ruins like Edzak's chance of trying to get another win in the last time he won the race? I can't remember the last time, but if Ivor gets ahead of Edzak and Ivor holds him off, Charlie could just run away. What makes it more worse?
But I don't think Ivor is obviously. I mean, he's going to try and challenge Edzak, but Edzak on the medium tires, I think he will be gone soon from Ivo, because I think Edzak and both Charlie are in a bit of a league of their own this race. But then again, Edzak has to make some swift moves, because he's otherwise going to lose out a lot of positions and seconds to Charlie.
It will definitely be interesting, because each driver are now going to try and apply the pressure. Once that safety car is gone, everyone's going to be very strict on the car and going to be applied on pressure on everyone. Just one little mistake could put that car in the barrier, and that's it. Say goodbye to the race idea you've been thinking to finishing in, because this track is punishing. It goes the same as Monaco, Baku and Saudi Arabia. These tracks are punishing. One mistake could be it.
Yep, and we have Tom now catching the field. Is the safety car going to come in this lap, or is it going to stay out for another lap? I don't think it will stay out for another lap, but obviously, looking at the gap Tom has to the field, is it going to come in? Is it going to come in? I hope so. It is going to come in, because we're going to continue racing.
Board on Arnold. It normally depends.
Yes, it is.
Yeah, safety car does come in. You can also tell when the safety car comes in once those lights of the car shows yellow and they go. As Arnold's got a 3-second time penalty. Ballboy's got a 5-second time penalty with Ruben. This is all because Arnold's holding him up.
And he's now
he gets the gun. He drops the car, gets on it.
He gets the power down now. He's 6 tenths clear of Ballboy. Ballboy under pressure here from Ruben. Charlie was a bit sleeping under the VSC. As I wanted to say, I'm very proud of all the guys not getting any penalties. Tom picked up one, catching up to the field, and now both Ruben and Ballboy have got one.
Gone.
As there is an incident with Rackler, indeed, like you said, Rackler now around, and he's down in P18. He isn't having the best of times in his Haas car. With his teammate though, up in P6, but...
Well, this is interesting. In net P3, Ivor and TVA Football trying to fight at turn 4. Football trying to go wide. Ivor is trying to go wide as well. And also Cassidy's trying to get his nose in it. Trying to get involved. But there goes net P3 as he goes up the inside, and this is Luke! That was, like, definitely side contact. He's so lucky to get away with that. That's definitely going to help him now. And Ivor's now going to be struggling. It looks like Cassidy's going to get involved, and this just keeps going on and on. Ivor is trying his best to hold off Cassidy. If Cassidy gets through, he's going to be in the net P4.
And now everyone is obviously going to join this battle. Jacko now on the back of Alfking. Let's see if Jacko can get into this battle.
Round the outside, Ivor defends really well. This is brilliant for a return driver. You know what? I'm glad I've missed my seat, because it just gives young, talented drivers a chance. And definitely, what a great drive from Ivor. Not too bad.
Cassidy is now passed, but like you said, that was incredibly clean moving and racing there. But now Biolo with a penalty. He is right on the tail of Jacko here. Is Jacko going to defend hard from him? Biolo is a championship rival though, so I think he is definitely going to try his best to keep the Williams car behind now. Obviously Biolo now going to try his best. He's using a lot of ERS. Jacko's weaving down the straight. He's going to dive down the inside. Jacko's going to stay around the outside. He's going to cut a bit of the track there in turn 1, but he does the Verstappen line and keeps the place.
Well, Michael Van Dongen has made a 3-second time penalty, and I think Scar has spun again. And I thought Charlie was going to get involved with Ruben and Ballboy, but I think at the moment Charlie should play it safe. These two are not really a challenge. Edzak is now struggling, and Edzak and Football has made contact. Exact just made contact with football, made Exact go wide and hit a barrier. Has he got damage?
I don't. Yeah, I think so. Yeah, he's definitely understeering a lot in the middle sector split, as I can't see it on his front wing. I completely missed that. Sorry.
Last minute. I just saw that last minute. That was like at the exit. After you cross sector 1, you go left. Then you go that little hairpin on the right, and then you go wide and go left. It looked like Exact was trying to defend really well to go around the outside, but then TDA football just like didn't give him enough room. Made Exact go to the wall, but Exact was just in an awkward position. They made contact. It looked like Exact might have took some damage on the left.
Oh, as Aztecs now is definitely under pressure from Cassidy. Let's see if Cassidy can do anything about it, as Scar is around again. I don't know what he is doing this race, but he's definitely not enjoying it.
It's definitely Spinella. Definitely. Yeah. I don't even think I'm saying it right, but I'll go for it. As Charlie was going to think and go for a move at Ruben, he needs to think definitely, as Tom's gone for a spin as well. It's now interesting, because if the drivers are now fighting, because it's the interesting part. Charlie is basically the race leader, trying to fight as...
I was on board with that. What was that?
Football just
it's
went
a safety car.
Football just went wide.
He missed striking point and he just went into the wall there. What a weird incident.
He just went wide at turn 4. He just went wide at turn 4, hit his tyre. I don't know, did he just make contact with someone or did he miss the breaking point?
That was such a weird incident.
What's just made the second safety car?
That was TV football in the wall. He's out of the race.
Yeah, he's out, definitely, but what's made him do that? What's made
and Biolo has just spun around because he's being overtaken by JB and Jacko under the safety car.
Well, that's makes Exact go back in P2. As JB gets a 5-second penalty for ignoring yellow flags.
And that is because he overtook a spinning Biolo, I think, because I don't know what exactly happened, but...
Well, I thought it was the other driver. I thought JB was Scar for a second. I thought, wow, well, no wonder, because he's on his own, he's trying to floor it. No, that's the wrong Ferrari. Definitely made a Ferrari clown of myself.
Both Ferraris having a terrible Spinala race, man. It's incredible.
Let's just see who's going to go in the pits. Bulber's going to go in the pits. Ruben's staying out. Arnold's staying out. Could Arnold stay on these hard tyres? And if he stays on these hard tyres long enough, do you think he could just go on the soft tyres and just floor it? Because if he does, then he's got technically 5 laps to try and push it to make sure these soft can try and get him an interesting result. More drivers are now coming in the pits. Exact did go in the pits, and as you can see, Exact had to get wing damage. He did get wing damage, and they've changed the front wing. As it makes it worse, Bullo is in the pits as well, double stacking. What's not going to help for the Williams team?
No, they are both down there of the grid, and now, obviously, with Williams and Alpine fighting it out for the Constructors' Championship, they are all out of the points except for Jacko, who is on 5-lap old hard tyres.
For getting 4 points, that's still not bad. That's still not bad for Jacko. That makes Alpine goes up. If I can try and get the standings right now and see where they are exactly at, because it can't be a massive margin between the two constructors, surely.
I thought, to be honest, that Charlie would pass like way easier and way earlier than he did, because I think he didn't make a single overtake on those fresh hard tires compared to the old hards from Ruben, Paulby and Arno.
Yeah, because not going to lie, Charlie did actually struggle trying to get past Ruben. At turn 1 he was thinking about going for Ruben, then he backed off. What probably put him in an awkward situation halfway through, because he was like, right, I'm going to go for it, and then he went, no, I'm not, because if Charlie did hit Ruben, he's not just only ruined Ruben's race, he's ruined himself in the race as well. What's not really the game plan?
Do you think maybe Charlie is running a very high wing setup, because if he's having a tough time overtaking Ruben, maybe he's just not very like top tier on high speed or on top speed as well. Or is he just tire saving? Maybe he thinks he could like get those hards to the end and he has to save some tires. I don't know, man.
I just feel like he's going to just try his best to save the tyres. He's just going to try his best to save tyres. So, interestingly, Michael Van Dongen, yeah, he did crash. He did crash, but that's not his first retirement. His first actual retirement was in Spain.
From Michael F1?
Yeah, Michael F1, sorry, not Michael Van Dongen. Michael F1's first retirement was in Spain. So that's his second retirement. Definitely going to affect him because Michael F1's out and he has 174 points. Bullo is having 0 points at the minute. He's in P15. But if Bullo just gets some points, he can definitely increase his margin. Because the gap difference right now is what? 21 points from first and second. Arnold, he's already in like first place, but you know that the Aston Martin driver has to make a stop. And
yeah.
Ballboy, he's in P4 with 140. If he can try and push up, say with Jacko, they can try and also randomly get involved with the championship as well.
And I think Biolo can hear us because he's now messaging in the chat. He says, I don't know what's wrong with my setup, but there's way too much oversteer. So Biolo with some problems in the car here. Maybe he has some damage to his side pods or to his floor possibly, but yeah, it's all in the hands of Essex here currently for the points of Williams, but they're behind both Alpine drivers, so Ballboy has to get a very good last few stints in, and Jack obviously just has to continue this form.
Safety car in this lap as well. I'm not gonna lie, that's way more earlier than when the safety car decided to go in last time. He decided to go in after he came out of the tunnel, so that's way more earlier. That gives every driver a notice saying when the safety car are gonna come in. With William and Alpine right now, William has 325 points, with Alpine with 278.
Oh.
With Jacko with 4 points right now, that gives Alpine 282, but that's not a massive increase. So even if Ballboy can now push that car, getting the points as well, and the Williams struggle getting no points, this will help Alpine. Not by much, but by a little.
Oh, we are on the way again. We are on the way again with Arno now picking up the pace here. Again, 6 tenths from Ruben, so they're a bit sleeping, but look at Matebo, he's 1.1 seconds by. Obviously, he's a bit of an older driver as Reckler is in the pit lane, but then again, losing 1.5 seconds under the restart of the safety car isn't ideal. Charlie just staying behind like a 6 tenths gap. I think he's just trying to keep his race safe, as did this Lucas in the wall, and are we going to see another safety car?
So,
oh, Matey Boy is being passed by Cassidy here on the 6-lap-old medium tire. Cassidy now up to P4.
Have you not noticed that Ruben's got a 5-second time penalty? So, do you think Charlie's knows that he's already got a 5-second time penalty and trying to be like, right, if you don't move out of the way, I will overtake you, but for now, because you've got a 5-second time penalty, I know that you're not going to be really at your game point.
He got that in an incident with Ballboy. Ballboy already served his drive-through, but then again, looking at this, Charlie is definitely trying to pass, but he just, look, he doesn't have the straight line speed.
He don't. Bear in mind, I think Charlie did say his wing setup was 11-11, so he's not going to be quick in the straights, but he's going to be in the corners. But I'm not going to lie, do you really want to be really quick on the straights in Singapore, where it's already just covered you with walls and making each driver claustrophobic, trying to not hit the wall? I thought Ruben hit it.
As you know, the pace of Arno is just really good, but I saw, when he was in qualifying and he he invalidated his lap time, he said he was on a 34.6. But then again, let's just continue racing. Charlie really on the tail of Ruben, but he gets Cassidy now in his ass.
Rackler's crash but we'll ignore that because he still survived.
I'm still survived. But now, let's see.
Hey.
What is gonna happen? Charlie now opening up the DRS, using a lot of ERS, but Cassidy now.
If Charlie does make this move, I personally will say he's going to be stupid because he's not going to be quick on the straight. But I personally think Charlie should wait for the DRS. He is getting right up close to Ruben. He is really trying to play with fire here.
But yeah, if he's using 11-11 wings, obviously he is gonna be very quick in the middle sector split.
Cassidy just trying to go for Charlie, got put off by the breaking point of Ruben and Charlie, just went wide. Great avoid, but I think he does contact the wall.
Oh, as Ivo Ajax, and now Jacko gets a very good move here on Matey Boy. Michael van Dingen now is passed as well on the Red Bull driver. And now we have Jacko here.
It's not over yet, because Matey Boy and JB was like going to have a squabble as well. JB's now in the points. It's nice to see JB in the points, but it's not over yet. And JB just got 3 seconds time back, and Edak's now trying to get through. He needs to get those Williams in. JB's letting through. Edak has got through now. P10.
Oh,
I don't know why. JB's backed out.
The
And it's still kicking off still.
What a move. Edak's now trying to make a move. Oh, Charlie gets a penalty!
He's got the corner, and Charlie's took a penalty. And his teammate, I was in the pits.
Yeah, it's craziness as now Jacko is under attack of Michael van Dingen. Michael van Dingen now making a dive bomb. Jacko now trying to get switchback on him. Doesn't quite work out for him, but Charlie with the penalty. That is just not good for his championship chances.
It makes it worse as well, because Charlie's on DRS zone with Ruben. Cassidy's on the mediums as well.
Look at this. He just can't keep up on the straight, man. He's just losing out so much time. As now Ballboy is making a move on JB here. Great stuff here for the Alpine guys. They're both in the points now, and with Biolo out of the points, they're gaining big time, but Biolo now is going to make a dive on JB. Is he going to get that 1 point? And JB goes in the wall, and now it's both cars in the wall.
And it's Bullo as well. Bullo's getting
safety car. No safety car.
This is round 3 for the safety cars. I just personally think Arnold's going to win. If Arnold wins this, just only staying on this tyre, then going on like the mediums, and just runs away. This is going to be like a masterclass.
I think he's going to pit for mediums now. I don't know the strategy, but I think he's going to pit for mediums now, because looking at Cassidy still has some incredible pace on 8-lap-old mediums. With some laps behind the safety car, if he gets 14 laps of racing on the mediums, he's definitely going to nurse those tires to the end.
I just feel like Charlie's just like really slow, and I even had a look with Ruben and Charlie's like ERS. How is Ruben must be running like a more quicker setup on the straight? Because
Charlie stays out.
Charlie stays out, but
this is interesting.
When I looked at Charlie and Ruben, Ruben's ERS was like near enough 45%, and Charlie had like 10 more. He had like 55%. So I just personally think Ruben's running more of a straight line speed, but just managing to keep the car under control. As Charlie's the only driver who's stayed out. Same with Alpha King and Michael van Duggan. Other drivers have now stayed out with Alpines, the double Alpines in P4 and 5.
And it is both Williams guys double stacking again. And now Adsax and Biolo. Adsax on the line of points here. He's now going to drop down to P11 as Ivo has overtaken him. So look at this. Adsax now in P11. Biolo in P13. No points for Williams. Chaco and Ballboy doing an incredible job here. Getting 22 points if I'm correct together. So this is going to jump them up to 300 points exactly? Or what?
If I can double check, you are 100% correct. With Alpine being in P4 and P5, they will be having 22 points. As it currently stands right now, they have 278. Plus 2, that makes it 280. And plus the 280 with 20, that is dead on 300. That means they will only be 25 points away. And this will be a massive bite a massive bite out of the cake, out of Williams, if Alpine stays where they are. They can increase it. You don't know. Michael Van Dongen might struggle, and Jacko might randomly get P3. Who knows? Alpha King and Michael Van Dongen might need to make another stop, and that makes Ballboy and Jacko finish in second and third, and just like make a more damaging approach on Williams Constructors Championship. But what I'm seeing at the moment, this is a brilliant teamwork for Alpine, and they've came alive. And this is just showing what they are dealing with. And they'll be like, Williams, you show your team is better? Well, we've got something to respond with that. And I can't wait to see how this will kick off. Because I just think if we get to the final race at Abu Dhabi, it's just like the same thing with Max and Hamilton. They are net 0 points equal. They are literally heading square on square. This just might be the same thing. This might be the same occurrence with Alpine and William being basically who gets the more points, and that'll be it. But it's just a bit awkward seeing William struggle so much. And like you said Bullo was struggling with understeer. When I see his car, it's really no damage. Oversteer.
Yeah, I think he said he has an oversteer, but yeah, then again,
I don't see any damage on that car. I don't know where it's probably just like, not like, just probably like the wind's like changing it as well. But if there is damage on that car, it would not probably it wouldn't make oversteer. Because if it's side pod damage, it would just probably be hard to be more flat on the corners, because when you lose your side pod damage, yes, you lose like corner stability and all that, but you're more quicker on the straight, what reduced drag.
But don't forget that we have now Michael Van Dongen in P3. He's up 12 positions. He does have a penalty though, but yeah, Charlie has a penalty as well. Alpha King, if he can overtake Charlie and he has a rocket ship under his belt, he could be on here for the win. But if he's gonna hold up the whole field, like you said, we could see both Alpine guys here on the podium as the safety cars in.
This will be a brilliant chance to see now, as the safety car comes in. We have seen Charlie been falling asleep with these 2 or 3 safety car restarts. Now the guy, he's in front. Will he fall asleep on himself even when he's leading the pack?
We are going to see.
He's been falling asleep, and I know Charlie's like a brilliant teammate of mine, but if Charlie then makes a fall asleep moment on the straight, I'm just going to be like, right, this is going to be a massive embarrassment for Charlie. But can Charlie now get a massive jump? And we're waiting. We are waiting heavily. Is he going to do it?
He's going to go now.
He's going! And I don't think that's a fact. Oh, it has affected Alpha King. He almost just lost it on the final corner.
Oh, and it's car around and he's in the wall and we're going to have another safety car, please.
No, another safety car. No, he's just gone. He's just vanished. We don't need another one.
And
right, no safety car.
That's the worst point you could ever hope for, spinning on the main straight. But look at this, Alpha King now, 5 tenths behind Charlie. Let's see, Charlie's now gonna not even drain his battery, so
he's not even gonna drain his battery, but Alpha King's catching him on the straight. He didn't even use his battery either. Michael Van Dongen. We said that Michael Van Dongen didn't have a good season at all, and he is an F3 world champion. You've got to put your hands together and give him respect that although he is a F3 world championship and he's a world champion, and it doesn't look like he drives like one, the performance today, he is like giving everything and be like, whoa, I have became a champion. And Alpha King almost hit the wall. Ooh. Almost, as we call it. But yeah, Michael Van Dongen has become a champion, and it'd be like, yeah, champions may have forgot what they have earned, but I can show you it now as he goes up the inside.
And both Ferraris are off, but Michael Van Dongen now is fast. Alpha King.
He's got him. He's got him. What a lovely move. There you go. That is the champ right there from F3. And he has shown a masterclass right there. Well done to the F3 champ.
And this only plays into the hands of Charlie, but I think Alpha King has a bigger problem. Look at this. He is struggling so much. Does he have damage or not? Let's see if he's going to continue. But
I did see him hit the wall, but...
Yeah, he has damage. Surely he has damage. That's... What, Arno? Arno has damage as well. He's in the pit lane. Arno!
No. Oh my goodness me. The man who has been on form for the last 2 weeks, he has unfortunately met the unfortunate doom.
Jacko is riding the tail of Alpha King. We're going to definitely see a move here from the Alpine driver. He's now going to move. Oh, crazy.
Oh, what a nice little...
Oh, and he's going to push him a bit wide here, but Jacko stays down the inside here.
Harsh but fair. But that's very fair. That is very fair. I have to say, that was fair from both drivers. I couldn't even get my word out when Jacko done that swerve. He went that quick. He just smacked the car into my lips and made me lost all that words I was going to say. What amazing, confusion. Nice little dummy. And it was not too bad with Alpha King. Trying to push him wide. It probably was harsh, but fair, because he got into the next corner. Nice driving from those two. And it makes Alpha King go in... It makes Jacko go in third, Alpha King fourth. Now all we need to see is Ball Boy now get up there to increase Alpine's chances in the constructors.
And looking at the top of the race, Michael van Dongen is catching Charlie. So I don't know what he is doing this week, but he's on steroids, man. He's currently on for the win here. He has the same amount of penalties as Charlie as well, so we could see a very weird race here from him, but look at this. He is now 9/10. DRS enabled, fastest level of the race. He is the man on fire.
Michael van Dongen with the fastest lap now. And this is going to be interesting. As these two are pulling away.
Oh, Ruben has spun it around in turn 1. He is. I think he went for the move on Ball Boy, and I think he clipped his inside of the car, and now he's around. The other driver is in the wall.
And Buller's went slow, let my Matey Boy go through, but Buller's just on a switch, got DRS on Matey Boy. Matey Boy's also got DRS on Cassidy. As Buller go around the outside, almost a bit wide, but got him for P8, not bad.
He now is up to P8 as well.
And
Arno picks up a penalty, but look at this. Ruben now DNF'd. No, please not a safety car. He DNF'd on track. I think he was still driving. Let's jump on board with Arno.
He's off the racing line. He's off the racing line, so it should be a safety car. Nowhere near a safety car.
That's just not on from Ruben. But anyway, we're going to move on. Biolo now going for a move around the outside of Cassidy. I think Biolo has just found his rhythm. I think he is just having a better car while the fuel is draining.
Yeah, sorry to interrupt you there, but Ivor is now trying to get past Alpha King for P5. So it's going to be a bit hard work, but I think Ivor's going to be doing well. As he just goes for it, can he get him in the tunnel? Brakes a bit late. Nice, he caught him napping. A nice drive for Ivor.
Great move job there. But I think Alpha King is damaged. Look at how much he is struggling with. He lost out 3 positions.
Cassidy's going to be the next driver to get past him. What is up with Alpha King's car? What is up with him?
Can I just ask you the same? Can I just ask you the same question? What's up with Van Dongen in his car? Look at this. He is on the back of Charlie. He is going to go for a move here. He's opening up the DRS. He's using a lot of ERS. Let's see if he is going to go for a dive. No, he isn't.
Charlie's trying to use the overtake as well, trying to defend, but will Michael Van Dongen go for it? No. There's your answer there. He's not going to go for it, but he needs to, as Arnold said in the hot lap, not too bad, because that gives him 1 point, even how the F1 drivers in their real championship, they say, you've got to be in top 10! Matey Boy!
And he already almost smashed into the back of Alpha King, but he's now being passed by both Atkinson and Reckler. Reckler now up to the points as well, so currently double points scoring positions for the Haas cars. As we have a yellow flag in Sector 3, it's a... what the hell, Scar's off again.
Oh my goodness me! Scar is not, no, this is no, Scar shouldn't be doing this.
He's absolutely salty.
Scar, he just keeps spinning. He just keeps spinning the car as well. He can't do this. Come on, Scar.
He is
And
a
that's not a race. It's not
pretty
a race
veteran
what's going to be
driver.
remembered. It's not going to be a race he wants to remember. But not going to lie, he's tried his best, and you can't say the man's not.
Oh, Speed's in the pit lane as well, but
I think he's
R6
going
and
to
Rector
retire
were
in the pits.
having it. You. Well, okay, well. That's 13 drivers remaining. Oh, that's Rector hits the wall a bit. Rector's now into the pit lane. Yeah, he hit the wall and now Essex is past. He's up to P9. So both Williams guys in the points again. He gets a penalty for speeding in the pit lane. We see Michael van Dungen now saving up a bit of ERS, it seems like. He's now on 40%. So is Charlie,
we'll
though.
get involved with this incident or race little overtake now. Ballboy and Ivor for P4. Is he going to go at the inside?
And he is.
He goes at the inside. Ballboy getting pushed wide. Fair, but can Ballboy hold it? Ivor's thinking about round the outside. Trying to do a switchback. Bit fair. That was fair. Ballboy really outsmarted Ivor there. Ivor trying to outsmart Ballboy. Two people, especially with Ballboy being the master of memes, trying to just make another meme defense and then a meme overtake.
Ooh.
And he's really done well, holding him up with the meme masterclass himself. Not too bad for Ballboy.
So close there on the bridge, man. It was like 1.5 tenths. He was almost in the back of Ballboy's car. But now he is
amazing fight.
Lining up a move, I think, for the main straight here. Let's see what he can do. He's now gonna... Whoa, he's so close in the last sector. Look at this.
So close. It just looked like he's just gonna manage to tap him in the back. You're just lucky this game's not F1 2019, because it used to have that weird glitch where if you have your nose right behind the driver, but you don't touch him, it would just still touch him because of the hitbox. But you're lucky that this game don't have it. And now Ivor's now going to try and get him at turn 1. Is he going to try and do the dummy? Or is he just going to be like, right, I'm going to here, you're going to like it or not? Nope, he backs out of that one. But it's still not over yet, because that's, yes, DRS 1 zone done. Now this is going to go to DRS zone 2. Although Ivor's fighting too hard with 24%, Ballboy's got nothing to fear. He's on 50%, he's going to use all of it now. Ivor's going to try again. He's going to have no overtake left. He's out of ERS, so yeah, Ivor's got him, but Ballboy's going to come back at him with more overtake.
Rip Bozo. Villa Hamelainen is in the chat here. Mrs. SHE name change, obviously. But then again, we saw an incredible move here. Ivo is now up to P4, Ballboy down in P5, but then again, they have no penalties. So if there's going to be a very late safety car, we could see Michael van Dungen and Charlie drop down. But for now, van Dungen, his charge is just a bit down. I think that's because of the medium tires dropping off a bit, maybe, because he's on 11 lap old mediums and Charlie now on 60 lap old hards is running away with it.
I can't even remember what my race prediction was. I swear I said both the Alpines and then Charlie win. I swear.
I think I said Ballboy for the win, Charlie first, second, yeah. Arno third.
It's just going to get closer and closer, but the laps are ticking down. Charlie's just pulling away now. I feel like Charlie's found his mojo, and I think it's great to see Charlie do really well. I know it's going to be weird with me not in the car, but I think Charlie's like saying, yes, you know what, I've actually got a break from Oliver, and he's finally back winning because I'm not back in his ear, nagging him saying, don't miss the apex, don't cut the corner. So it's nice to see, and I'll tell you what, I wish I'd just commentated F3 all the time now, because this is just more entertaining. You get to see drivers just showing their best performance, as Jacko and Ivor now going to have a fight for P3.
Jacko and Ivor now being in a very big battle here. Jacko going to drop a bit of the pace to get Ballboy back in the DRS zone and maybe get Ballboy to overtake Ivo and maybe defend as both Alpines instead of one. That would be just
if Jacko does drop the pace, I'm sorry to interrupt, if Jacko does drop the pace, look who's behind Ballboy.
Biolo, yeah, but...
He's behind him. Yes, he's got a 3-second time
And
penalty.
now it's crashing in the wall. Oh, are we going to see a safety car?
Inside the tunnel. He's at the tunnel, and that might be a virtual safety car.
No, I think we are out of safety cars. Bernd Mailander has just retired from racing. He isn't having any of it, as he doesn't bring out a safety car for a very dangerous...
That's it. No, that's it. It's no more safety cars. We've used too many.
Yeah, I think we definitely have used too many, because if that's not a safety car or VSC, nothing is going to be a safety car or VSC, as we see JB now moving on to the soft tire, so he's going to go for a fastest lap attempt. As we have
does it also count with the fast lap? Because surely, because I know how you, like I was going to try and say earlier, but I completely forgot what I said. With F1, you've got to be in the top 10 to get the fastest point, but I'm pretty sure all drivers should have their fair option. Anyone can go for the fast lap, even if you're last, for goodness sake. You can try and go for the fast lap. So if JB gets that fast lap point, that could really, really give JB one bonus point.
Oh, look at this! Look at this! It's Ivo now moving to the side of Jacko and now passing Jacko. Jacko now trying to break a bit later, but it doesn't work. And we have Ivo now up to P3. So it's both McLaren podium. I don't think you have been on the podium with Charlie before.
I got close in Baku, let's all say that. I got close in Baku until I saw 2 Red Bulls what didn't like my chances. So yeah, this probably does throw salt in the wound, but I've got to put my hands up and be honest here. Ivor is driving really well.
And now Biolo is going to go for dive. Look at this, man.
Wow.
What a move.
This is incredible. Bullo has now got Alpine. Oh, Ballboy up and Ballboy banging tyres round the outside.
Another banging of tyres, man. What an incredible scenes here on...
It's not over yet because
the Constructors' Championship.
Bullo just... Wow, that was just brilliant. Fair but brilliant. I know that was a bit argy-bargy, but to be fair, how did these two not crash? I thought Bullo was going to go for a spin, but he saved it. Wow.
What a racing, man. I mean, I don't think it was the cleanest of racing, but then again, the Constructor Championship rivals are fighting it out here on track. As Jacko, as Alpine in 4th and 5th, with Ballboy
behind.
Just
tapped Ballboy, I think.
Yeah, just
I might be losing it.
Slightly on the rear wing. That isn't gonna impede anyone. But we could see Etzes joining this battle as well, and we could see both Alpines dropping out a lot of points instead of winning out, which we thought they were going to be.
Yeah, definitely. And with Cassidy and Michael F1 out, they don't get any points, but Charlie, he's got 25 points, and Ivor is in 3rd, what makes him have 15 points. What interestingly makes McLaren go up to P4.
Yeah, and we just saw Alpha King overtake Leclerc, but yeah, like you said, look at this. It's Ivo who is in P3. He's catching Michel van Dongen, and he is on course maybe for a 1-2 finish for McLaren. If he does that, he just has to get the seat, to be honest.
It does hurt me a lot. It does hurt me a lot, but if the guy does get it, to be fair, I think I will be losing my seat in F3. But if I do go in F4, then I can then definitely commentate for F3. And it's just been amazing just watching these drivers and definitely letting me just sit back, relax and have a little break. But yeah, definitely deserving to see Ivor get up to P3 and just really carrying out the McLaren team. It's definitely going to help.
Biolo for a move down the inside here. Oh, Ballboy now into turn 1. He's going to slightly miss the line. Ballboy now going to re-overtake. Attack joined this battle because of that as well now. Biolo with a banner exit now. He's side by side with Ballboy. Look at this. Who's going to get the DRS? We saw this happening in real life. I think it's Biolo. Biolo has got the DRS.
Biolo got DRS, Edzak's got DRS. I'm surprised that Biolo and Edzak wasn't going to work together to knock Ballboy down. Ballboy just trying to hold him around the outside. Fair. Nice drive from Ballboy. Burlo has just now got P5. Now, this has just made it a massive, massive sandwich. It's Alpine, Williams, and this is just going to be interesting. Alpine will get more points because Jacko and Ballboy are basically a little bit ahead. But if Headsack gets past Ballboy, I think Williams just managed to be safe.
Yeah, I think they're going to be equal on points, or what? 12 for Jacko, 10 for Biolo. It's currently 8 for Ballboy, which is 20 in total for Alpine, and then it's 6 for Headsack, which is 16.
So it makes it 16 and 20.
Yeah.
So, yeah, they make 4 points difference.
If they swap positions here, Ballboy and Headsack, they're going to be equal in points, yeah. So they're not going to change anything in the Constructors' Championship. But anyway, let's enjoy this battle for a while, because Ballboy now really, really struggling on those old mediums. I think the mediums are just dropping off.
How long has he been on those mediums? Yeah.
60 laps.
Been on 60 laps, and Headsack's on 11 laps on the hard, so these hards are not even breaking a sweat. They're not even broke rubber. So, easily, unfortunately, Ballboy, you've done well, but be prepared, because there's going to be a Williams what's coming for your P6. And here we go. Headsack up the inside of Ballboy. Ballboy got nothing to do but has to back down, but he won't! Really wide, but Ballboy does lose it, unfortunately, with 60 laps. As harsh it is to see Ballboy. He's done really well, but those tyres won't last any longer. But
and you know, sorry for interrupting you there, but look at this. Ivo is catching and catching, so I don't think Michael van Dongen, is gonna keep this P2. I think it's gonna be a McLaren 1-2 here. He is on fire. He's now 3.7 seconds down on Van Dongen, but it was 7.5, so he caught up 3.5 seconds. If he only manages to get half a tenth in the last 3 laps.
He's scored a tenth. He's probably getting 5/10 a lap, so he will get it. I think he can even get that close to Michael van Dongen and overtake him on track. But we also consider, look at Charlie's tyres. It says he's done 22 laps on those hards. So surely those tyres are going to be fading out now. And if it does that really, really interrupt Charlie? And be like, well, I may be the newbie in the new McLaren seat, and you've been here longer, Charlie. But I might just take your pole position and just make myself at home. And if that does happen, then this will be an interesting little rivalry. Interesting.
Yeah, Michael van Dongen though, for me. Until this point, he has been the driver of the day. Look, I
have to agree.
In P2, made some incredible moves, fought like a champion. Is doing an incredible job here for the Haas team, but he is on the edge of losing out P3 here to Ivo. But if Ivo just picks up a penalty, he's obviously gonna have to catch him on track though, so he'll have to be safe but fast.
Oh yeah, definitely. You have to be safe and fast, because if you be quick,
Van Dongen make a big mistake,
and that's made Ivo really get close to him.
No, does he has damage? Oh, he has damage.
Matey Boy's crashed as well.
He has damage. He has damage. He has damage.
That is damage, it. And Ivor's overtook it, and it's definitely going to be a McLaren 1-2.
Oh no, that is it for Michael van Dongen. I just jinxed him. That's a commentator's curse, man. Right there
it's
for you.
Always a thing. It's always a thing. Like I said with Scar, he's definitely not going to spin, and then his Ferrari spins.
Out of the race, as well as Arno is out as well, because he left. So we have 10 drivers left driving. No, never mind. JP's out as well. We have 9 drivers left here. But with Michael van Dongen now getting damage on the car, Jacko is definitely going to get the position. But I think both Williams are going to get him as well, though. So does that mean Oh, does that mean Van Dongen's going to lose out his podium? He is, definitely. Look at this. He is just losing out, and losing out. And here we go. Onto the bridge. Jacko is already passed. Sad scenes here in Singapore because Michael Van Dongen now down in P4. He's going to lose out his podium and he's maybe even going to lose out points here. Because if he now makes a pit stop, he's going to fall down behind his teammate.
Well, that's definitely going to help Jacko as well, because Jacko's in P3. So one of the Alpine does get in the points. Like, well, not get on the points, get on the podiums. So, not too bad for Jacko. It is unfortunate for Michael Van Dongen, though. He's put a mighty drive in. You can't say the guy hasn't, because he has. And it is heartbreaking. I bet it's heartbreaking to him right now. In his own driver's seat, in his own helmet, probably beating himself up. But not going to lie, he's done really well. And this has just shown him that he can do it. He can drive.
Oh, and he's going to try and stay on another lap here with the broken wing. But I don't want to spoil any parties here, but if Charlie makes a mistake, Ivo is going to win the race.
That will rub the salt in there. That will, for 100% sure.
But anyway, we're gonna move on because I think Jacko here, he's definitely dropping some seconds here to R17. Could we see a move on the last corner, maybe on the last lap? Because he is catching, and Jacko is seemingly dropping off the pace.
Yeah, Jacko's dropping off the pace, and if that makes it, with Buller getting 6 second time penalty.
So that means Ballboy's in his...
Ballboy's gonna get him.
That means...
Ballboy's gonna get him.
As a team, Alpine's gonna outscore Williams this race.
Not too bad. That's definitely going to help Williams. It'll be more awkward if Edzak gets ahead of Jacko because he's a bit close, very close. But we're not far off with a couple of final corners. This man has been driving so dominant today. He has got the German helmet to represent T-Hawk round the final corner. He has done everything and won at Singapore. Amazing drive for Charlie. But insult for me, but amazing another drive from
Ivo Ajax. What a race.
He took my seat, also got P2, and he's proved that he definitely needs to join F3. Jacko in third. Edzak only 3/10 off to just take third. Ballboy 5th. Bullo 6th. Michael Van Dongen with a heartbreak, and more heartbreak. Alpha Kings took him on the final 7th. Al King. Michael Van Dongen P8, and that is it.
What
incredible drive.
I cannot describe what we have just seen, man. We have seen like 11 drivers in the wall. And dominant drive here from Charlie, who is throwing some...
He's throwing F1 games at us. No, that's it. I'm uninstalling the game. I've had enough.
But that's it. Jacko on the podium. With
someone needs to get this man a seat. Someone needs to get Ivor a seat, surely. Because if this man can do it like that, if he could drive like this, like what we just saw right now, what could behold for him when he joins a different team or just join in my seat?
Yep, indeed. But then again, we're going to just get through the results here as we have FRL Charlie, dominant drive here, wins for McLaren and is going to be in the mix of the championship once again. Ivo gets P2, Jacko gets P3 here. Incredible job here for the helping driver. Edzak now P4, Ballboy P5, Biodo P6, Alpha King P7, Van Dongen gets P8, Wrecker gets P9, Arno P10, JB P11, Matey Boy gets classified as 4 laps behind, but he DNF'd actually. Cassidy Scar ruined it is Luke, TV Football, Tom, Mano and Michael F1 all in that order. With a DNF out there on track. And just terrible race from them in Singapore, but we are going to move on to the interviews chat, and if you'd like to do the first interview with your teammate, I'm quickly gonna go to the toilet and take a piss.
That's fine by me.
Alright then.
Just out of nowhere, just come out with it.
As we now are here, we're gonna wait for all the drivers to get into the party and
That was ridiculous, man.
be able to already.
I've been driving a broken car since lap 19.
May I
It
just do
is what
something
it
really
is.
quick?
What do you want to do?
We're back!
F off, Charlie.
But Charlie
How
is
am I
the
lucky?
first man. Charlie is the first man you have to get interviewed. You're gonna get interviewed by your teammate because I need to take a piss. Be right back.
Wow.
Well, amazing, Charlie. Amazing drive today, but the first question what me and Matthew have to ask you, where did your qualifying lap came from with those medium tyres? How did you do that?
I mean, that's the quickest I've done on the mediums all day, because I've done practice earlier, went quicker in this race somehow. I guess I just got the first sector absolutely perfect, because usually in that sector I'd lose so much time, but I managed to match everyone else's pace and qualify clearly.
Yeah, because we definitely saw it, and then luckily the God's favours came into your hands, and it just started raining, and no one else improved. But at the start of the race, we saw, I believe it was Ezak what got straight ahead of you on the soft tyres, and you was already already backed off with the mediums, but there was not much of a challenge with you. You were just mostly trying to focus keeping the car on the track. So, how did the car felt with you this whole race?
The car felt absolutely brilliant, but the overtake that Edzak made on me was a bit aggressive in my opinion, because he forced me off the track and made me nearly lose another position, which did upset me a little bit, but got the position back later on after a few laps in the race. But not gonna lie, Ruben on the other hand, well, clearly he just doesn't like to be overtaken as he forced me off track and didn't let me get ahead of him, but clearly staying out during the safety car on those hards was the right plan as Arno. I don't know what happened to Arno, because I saw him pit, and I guess he had wing damage or something.
Yeah, we believe that he caught wing damage, and after he went in the pits, he was way far. But with Arnold as well, he did, like, out of nowhere, he was already starting P18, and then in the first 4 laps, he was already, like, in the top 10, like, almost in the top 5. And I personally thought Arnold was going to come out of nowhere from P18 and just get ahead again. But,
Yeah, I mean, if he was gonna be if after that pit stop that he made for wing, I was like, I've got this race in the bag, because there's no chance that Michael Van Doggen was gonna there was no way he was gonna get to the end on those mediums, I thought. But fair play to him for hanging on to them. But on the other hand, Evo, I don't know what the hell he done, gets P2 as well, so it's a 1-2 for McLaren.
yeah, still hurt by that, but I can't lie, with Evo as well, and it's a shame that he's not in the commentary box, so I would like to hear what he has to say. Because with Evo as well in Sochi, he done like already well in Sochi, but out of nowhere coming from in the McLaren seat and getting P2 as well. I'm surprised the guy's not even got a contract in F3. But other than that, Charlie, anything you would like to say?
I mean, I mainly want to hear something from Macho first, to be honest.
Well, we don't know if that would happen, but in time we'll see what else you can do. With the next track coming up, do you think you'll be able to pull a miracle again? If my bloody girlfriend stopped calling me at the wrong time, I could try and find out. The next track will be Calendar. Damn it! Right, the next track is at Japan. It is
Oh,
at
God.
Sochi.
I'm trying to not get flashbacks to F2 last season.
I still don't know what's that about with the F2. Right.
Well, let's just say me and Michael F1 had a bit of a crash with each other.
Oh,
Yeah.
say no more then. Next up
I'm
is.
back.
Oh, would you like to take the next one then?
Yeah,
Because
sure
I'm pretty
thing.
sure the next driver would be, I think,
Jacko.
Jacko.
Yeah, definitely it is, Jacko. Well, Jacko, let's just say it was quite an invincible race from you. You had the pace, but it wasn't like you were the fastest guy out there. You were just a consistent man there, out on track, got that P3, with obviously some luck included there with Michael van Dongen in the wall, but talk us through your race, man.
Let's get it. Podium bar, mate. It's weird how it works out. Like Edzak's robbed me of the podium last week, and it turns out I was the one that got the podium off him this week. So karma is a real thing. Before the race, I know my pace was okay. It was nothing special, just okay around here. And in the back of my head, I just had Bull Boy's voice just saying slow but steady. Because Singapore is a track where it's all about track position. Honestly, I think track position is more important here than it is around Monaco. So just kept. I just did not pit at all because I just knew it's just so hard to overtake around Singapore. And I knew up front there would have been a crash between Michael and I think it was the other McLaren. Because I know Michael's quite an aggressive driver, so I was sort of expecting a crash. And luckily it turned out. So managed to nip a podium. Like you said, just a solid race, really. Good racecraft. Solid points to the team.
Yeah, like you said, slow but steady. I mean, I don't want to say you were slow, but you were just average and steady.
Yeah.
But yeah, like you said, very good job. And obviously you guys are just getting some points back from Williams in the constructors, so that's good as well. But
Lucky boys.
looking forward to next race, you seemed to get back in your rhythm maybe a bit. I can't tell you which track is next. I'm gonna actually quickly check, as I think it is Japan, but I don't know for sure. It
I
is.
just did that. It is Japan.
Okay, so it's Japan next. Obviously a pretty hard track in my opinion for Pat, because the first sector is just all changes of direction. But talk us through your chances of getting even more points on Biolo next race.
It's getting to the business end of the season now. I should be sat here with a second last week and a third this week, which would have been crazy for my chances of boosting myself up in the championship, but that's not to be. Closing to the end of the season, I want to try and finish top 3 in the drivers. And I'm just me and Ballboy. There's still a chance. I still believe we can get this constructors title. Still a little way to go yet. How long? 6, 7, 8 races?
Yeah, I think it's 7 or something. Let me quickly check
Yeah,
it.
so there's still plenty of time
Double
to get some
check.
points.
8.
So,
Or no.
yeah, hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 races to go for Williams and Alpine. And it's going to be a massive tight battle, but I just can't wait to see how this will unfold.
Yep.
Yeah, it's gonna be close. Like I said, I've got good points personally to get another podium. I think that's my 7th or 8th podium of the season, which is not too bad. Trying to get top 3 in the drivers' title. See what happens. Hopefully, me and Bullboy can get this constructors, because I know with Bullboy's consistency, he's going to be right up there. So I need to make sure I deliver good points as well, because I know my speed is decent.
Yep.
So on to Japan. Looking for another podium, I guess, but it all depends on what my pace is like and what the strategy is like. So we'll wait and see, I guess.
we'll wait and see indeed. And obviously, some good opportunities that you guys are still going to get the constructors, because I recounted and there's still 8 races left. So, yeah, that's it. Anyway, very good job from you today, and good luck for next week.
Yeah, appreciate the commentary, guys. Take care.
No problem. Next up is, I think it's Ballboy. Did Ballboy finish in front of? Yeah, Ballboy finished.
It was Jacko, Edzak, Ballboy, Bullet. So yeah, Ballboy.
All right, Ballboy is the next one. So Ballboy, well,
Yes, hello.
another very stable race, getting some good points obviously for the team and for your own chances of the drivers' championship. But yeah, talk us through. It was quite an I don't know. It was quite a weird race. You did some weird strategy choices. I don't know if you made the one stop work, but anyway, talk us through.
Yeah, well, it was definitely not a boring race, this one. Yeah, but in terms of the strategy first, so I didn't know like what to do at the start, whether to go mediums or hards. And at the last second, I saw most people outside the top 10 starting on the hard, so I switched to hards. But anyway, yeah, so I stayed out under the first safety car because I was going to stick to my original plan of just, going long on the hards. But then the next safety car happened, and I switched to mediums because they could go to the end, and I'd get track position really. So yeah, but apart from strategy, I mean, that was crazy. All those battles, banging wheels, and trying to do like what Alonso did in Hungary. Trying to hold up people. I mean, I wasn't trying to, but my pace wasn't there compared to some others, like especially the Williams. So, and we're in a massive battle in the championship. So in the constructors. So it was really, really fun. A great race. At the end, I didn't really have much grip, but yeah, with the Haas, Michel van Dongen having a crash or something happen to him, and with Bueller with his penalties, I was able to get P5, which is great considering I
P6.
started like 13th or 14th, or was it P6?
Oh yeah, I picked up a penalty. I was trying to pull away from you because I had the 3 second. Then I pushed too hard and I got a penalty.
Yeah, so that's TP5 in my eyes. But anyway, yeah, good to hear that you enjoyed the race. Obviously, we saw some incredible fights from your side, and yeah, like you said, some very good points for the team as well, because you guys are in a big battle with Williams. You are, I think it's quite a big gap. I think it's 42 points or something behind, but then again, still all to play for. Looking forward. It's a weird thing, but
I tell you
anyway,
what, I'm not even bothered the fact that I didn't even race. It was just the fact that everyone just drove pretty good. It was just nice seeing everyone just like driving up to their standards. Oh. It's fine. It just gets new people out there. It just gets new drivers out there.
we're going to continue with Ballboy. Looking forward to next race. Are you planning on doing some practice, or are you just going to go blind in again and hope for the best?
Well, it's Suzuka, right, for the next race?
Yes, it is.
Yes, it is.
So, well, my practice was actually 5 lappers, yesterday after the real life race. Yeah, but we did like one race around Singapore, and we did like, Saudi Arabia and stuff. So I should be well prepared for those races, hopefully. But yeah, like official practice sessions, nah, not a chance. I'm never gonna do that. So unless, look, if I was like fighting for the championship, like the drivers, and it was really close, yeah. Although we still have the constructors still to go, but there's a lot of races still to play for, and I think me just being consistent, you know, will boost our chances for sure. So yeah, but anyway, can't wait until Japan. That's a fantastic track to look forward to next week.
All right then. Well, good to hear from you, and very much good luck for next week.
Thank you, and thanks for commentating.
No problem. Moving on to the last driver here. Biolo, I don't really know what happened in the race, but you were complaining midway through in the live chat that you had some massive oversteer problems. Talk us through the race.
So I was loading the same setup as time trial. When it got into qualifying, I just got surprised with the setup. It was never the same. It was too oversteery, and I couldn't get a clean lap. So I started P4. Then the race struggled again. Too many incidents. Got a drive-through penalty. Collided with the Ferrari. Picked up at penalties. Then since lap 19, I picked up another damage from Cassidy that compromised me so much to get back to the field. Yeah, that was carnage. I don't think I still remember everything.
All right. Well, I mean, I definitely can't remember anything from the race because it was so much chaos and good battling. But yeah, moving
Luckily.
on to Oliver then. I don't know if you remember anything, but do you have any questions from for Boyolo?
I do actually have a question with Biolo. Halfway through in the race, when you said you had some oversteer moments, we actually thought you had any side pod damage on the side of your cars. Did you have any damage with it at all?
No, I didn't have any damage on the side pods. To be honest, actually, when I collided with Cassidy, I had a slight damage on the front wing. The oversteer has transformed to understeer. So instead of the oversteer, I was getting too much understeer instead.
Yeah, because we did see you had a chance to try and catch up to the Alpines as well. Try to catch up with Jacko and Ballboy, but then when you just started complaining with the car, we thought you had like some side pod damage, but then you just slowly kind of got your rhythm, but it was just getting close to the wire.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I was like, yeah, I'm gonna focus. I'm just gonna try my best and push too hard. And yeah, and it went well at the end. Not as much as I would have wanted, but anyway, we're still in the lead of the championship.
Do you think you will be good in the next round for the two Alpines as well at Suzuka?
I have no idea. The pace here was good, even if I had the damage. So I was able to catch up with the Alpines, but Suzuka is another different track. You can never know what's gonna happen there. Again, I'm gonna try my best and hopefully it delivers.
Well, thank you ever so much, Willow. Well done
Cheers.
on the drive, buddy. And I don't know, is there anyone else who we need to commentate? Metro?
No, there is no one left. I did want to come back to Biolo though because I wanted to ask him how you're gonna do in the next race.
Yeah, as I said, you never know. It's a new track. Haven't raced there since F1 2020, probably 6 months ago. But I'm hoping I get another good setup. I just wanted a good setup. And hopefully I'm gonna practice a little bit and see what's gonna happen.
All right. Thank you then for driving today, and
Thank
I
you
wish
for the
you
commentary.
all the luck next week.
Thank you.
And that was it for today's race. Yeah, we've had everyone. We've had everything here in F3, and from me and Oliver, thank you for watching. Don't forget to obviously subscribe and watch some weekly races here in F1, or FRL, sorry. And don't forget to tune in tomorrow as well, for F1 and F2, where I myself will be driving. So yeah, that's about it, and see ya next week.
Take care, everyone.